Crime scene investigation involves collection, identification, documentation, preservation of physical evidence left at the scene of crime, with the ultimate goal of presenting evidence to identify and apprehend perpetrator. In today's class, we're going to be talking about crime scene investigation. Previously, we started with criminal investigation. I welcome you to our advanced class. Omotayofemi Richard is my name. You are welcome to International College of Criminology. Now, let's go straight to the class. Why are we talking about crime scene investigation? Our objective today, at the end of this class, my students should be able to understand what crime scene management entails and how fingerprints and DNA of a suspect are identified. Lesson points. Let's consider crime scene management in this particular lecture. You're welcome once again. A round of applause for yourself. I hope we are having value for our program so far, so good. Now, what do we mean by crime scene investigation? Now, crime scene investigation combines the knowledge and techniques of several different disciplines. So what we are saying is that it's not all about just one particular professional that are needed in crime scene investigation. It's require a teamwork, a collaboration from other professionals. Disciplines including science, mathematics, logic and law, criminology. So this is, you can see that it's require a lot of professionals to come together to be able to unravel why or who commits a particular crime. Now, having said that, one of the most important aspects of securing a crime scene is to preserve, the scene with minimal contamination. I say that again because it's key to all our crime scene investigators or those who want to become a crime scene investigator. If you want to major or want to specialize in this particular area, is that one thing that you need to know. So one of the most important aspects of crime scene investigation is to preserve the scene with minimal contamination and disturbance of physical evidence. So whatever evidence that you can identify, that you will be able to collect at the scene of crime, should be preserved against contamination, because all of this evidence will be analyzed, will be subject to serious scrutiny and analysis and test. But imagine it has been contaminated. That will frustrate the investigative processes. That is exactly what we are saying by what we meant by all evidence, physical evidence collected or that has been analyzed must be preserved against contamination or disturbance of whatsoever. Now let's talk about another important thing. So the primary function of crime scene investigator is to collect, identify, document, and preserve physical evidence left at the crime of scene or at the scene of crime. Your role as a crime scene investigator is to do what? To collect. You collect information around the scene of crime, then identify. What can you see around the scene, particularly a case of murder? and you notice, maybe you notice the cartridge of the bullets or ammunition. Yes, you noticed, an handkerchief. You notice ATM card. You notice money was not taken. You noticed a broken bottle or a sharp object or a particular tool that is used to stab somebody to death. You notice all of that. That is, you identified them. You also document them. You have to document them as a crime scene investigator. You must be skilled in documentation. That is, writing your report and taking note. Taking note is very crucial to crime scene investigator. Now you also talk about preservation. There are preservative. There are paper bags. Transparent paper bags that you must know about to be able to preserve some of this evidence so that you will not contaminate them when you submit them for proper analysis in crime laboratory. Now, let's talk about another important one quickly. Let's talk about the steps in crime laboratory. Steps in crime lab. Say at the crime lab, forensic scientists and criminalists, the people who study,